Hi Nima. So I haven't posted a video in a long time. This is mainly due to the fact that throughout the entire winter break, I was just really busy being ridiculously lazy. But that is all I'm going to say about that, because in all honesty, it is mind-numbingly annoying when people spend the entirety of a vlog explaining why they haven't posted a vlog in a while. Yeah, 30 seconds into those videos, my attention span just kind of goes Have I reached 30 seconds yet? So anyway, hi. So in my head, I like to think of myself as a Shakespeare buff. But I usually don't tell other people that I'm a Shakespeare buff because then they expect me to recognize all of his works and know a lot about Shakespeare himself and memorize dates and times and when certain things were written and recognize lines like that. And I just don't. For me, it's really just because I enjoy reading his works, acting out his monologues, going to see performances, and really good movie renditions of his plays. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but I wear a bust of Shakespeare around my neck because I'm just not enough of a dork. So for one of my English classes, I'm supposed to be reading Twelfth Night, and I read it a while ago, so I kind of just wanted something to refresh my memory. So I went online to find a really good movie version, and one movie review site recommended the version that cast Helena Bonham Carter as Olivia, and after viewing her performance as Bellatrix the Strange, I fell in deep lesbian love with Helena Bonham Carter. Ms. Carter, if you're watching, I swear that I am much cuter and considerably less creepy in person. Also, don't take any advice from my subscribers. So anyway, I got the movie, watched it, thought it was awesome, loved Helena Bonham Carter. Miss Carter, again, if you're watching, I sincerely apologize for what goes on in my head. So I went back to the site that had originally recommended this version so that I could write my own review, and if Miss Carter happened to stumble across my review, it might just make her day to know that someone in Massachusetts loves her. A lot. Anyway, while I was posting my own review, I went back to read another one that someone had posted more recently. It started off well because they were just deciding whether or not it was appropriate for their kids to watch. They said that both sex and violence were at a minimum, and the only reason it would be inappropriate for kids is because it might be hard for them to understand since it's written in Old English. Okay, throughout the centuries there have been three basic dialects of English. The first version is what's known as Old English. It was spoken back way before anyone you know was born. Old English was spoken around 450 to about 1100 CE, and it sounds absolutely nothing like the English that we speak today. There are only a handful of words that we use today that are even spelled the same way. Some words were spelled similarly, but still, if you tried to read a book that was written in Old English, you would not stand a chance. If you listen to someone speaking in Old English, you would have no idea what they're saying. The language has just evolved that much. The second English dialect is what's known as Middle English. With Middle English, you might stand a chance at understanding what the writer is trying to say. But still, listening to it spoken aloud, again, you're just not going to be able to carry out a conversation. Because even though the words may be spelled similarly, they're pronounced so differently. When I'm trying to decipher something in Middle English, I can usually comprehend the basic idea because I can compare the spellings of the words to spellings of words that I use today. But listening to the pronunciation aloud is a whole nother species. The species of English that we speak today is known as Modern English. Modern English has been around since the 1500s. I hate to break it to this movie reviewer, but Shakespeare was alive in the 16th century. He didn't speak Old English. Now what's strange to me is that we don't have a new term for the English that we speak today. Obviously for plenty of people, myself included, reading Shakespeare's works can feel like reading in another language. And I have a feeling that Shakespeare would have difficulty understanding someone from this century. Imagine what he would do with a word like legit. Now, it seems that early modern English is considered to be more scholarly and of a higher caliber than the modern English that we speak today. Why is that? Not to say that I would bemoan the loss of the obsessive use of the word like, and I wouldn't exactly hold any regrets if the abrasive use of certain four-letter words dropped from our popular vocabulary. But still, why is early modern English somehow considered better than the modern English that we speak today? I mean, obviously it's different, but is different good or is different just different? I mean, no matter how many students you teach to read Shakespeare and understand earlier forms of the English language, English is going to evolve. I'm not really sure why it's a bad thing if people speak differently than they did 500 years ago. I don't know. But I legit think that we need to come up with a new name for the dialect of English that we speak today. Anyway, thanks for making it to the end of this video. And be sure to check out that version of Twelfth Night because it was awesome. And try not to mind molest Helena Bonham Carter too much. She's been through a lot. Bye Sarah, bye Lily. Yours truly, Cat.